In this video, we are going to learn how to play the Smith-Morra gambit against the Sicilian defense for the white pieces. And it starts after the move e4 c5, and here you are going to play d4. This is the Smith-Morra gambit. And here, the idea behind this move, after black takes, you play c3, and after black recaptures, white recaptures. The idea behind this move is that to sacrifice a pawn in order to gain lead in development and launch a quick attack. And first, we will see the main line of the Smith-Morra gambit, and then we are going to see some common mistakes made by black and how you can punish them. So here, after knight c6, you play bishop c4. He goes e6. This is the main move in the Smith-Morra gambit. You play knight f3. He goes d6. You just castle here. And after he goes knight f6, you play queen to e2. The idea behind this move is to play rook to d1 in order to put pressure on this d6 pawn, and also play d5 in the future. So after he goes bishop e7, you play rook d1. He goes queen c7, moving his queen away from this d file. You play bishop f4, and here you are putting pressure on this pawn. So he goes e5. Then you can just play bishop g5, and after e6, trying to prevent your knight from jumping forward, you can just develop the other rook. And this is the ideal position of the Smith-Morra gambit for white. All your pieces are out and are ready to attack. And according to engine, this position is quite equal, but white have much winning chances because black's pieces are very much passive. Now let me show you some common mistakes by black and how you can take advantage of that from the beginning. So here, after knight c6, knight f3, black plays d6. Then you play bishop c4. And in this position, black plays bishop to g4, pinning your knight to the queen. But this is a big mistake because you can just play bishop takes f7, sacrificing the bishop. So king takes, and then you can play knight to g5 check and regain the bishop, and black have lost his right to castle, and you are completely winning. And here in this position, instead of bishop g4, black can also play knight to f6. Then you play e5, attacking this knight. So he goes knight takes e5, and then you recapture. And after pawn takes, seems like you are going to trade the queens, but instead we are going to play bishop takes f7 check, deflecting the king away from the defense of the queen. So after king takes, which is forced, then you can just take the queen and you are completely winning. Now let's see what happens if after c takes d4, you play c3 and black declines with e5. Then here you just play knight to f3, putting pressure on this pawn and also this pawn. So he goes d takes c3. Then you recapture with the knight, and after knight c6, you just play bishop c4. You just play the same moves as we saw earlier. And here you are threatening to play knight to g5 and then fork the queen and the rook. So he goes bishop e7, preventing their threat. But then after queen to d5, black is completely lost. Here you are threatening mate in 1, so he have to play d6, making an escape square for the king. This is the only move. But after king d7, white is just completely winning. Well, this is not the end. If you haven't seen the previous videos on the Sicilian Defense, then you can check out those videos by clicking on this playlist. And if you want to learn some chess traps in the Sicilian Defense, then you can check out this right video. And if you don't want to miss more videos like these, then don't forget to subscribe.